Hi. Anyway, welcome back to the Great Mates podcast. If you don't know who we are, we're a group of Australians who talk about Australia and Australian and stuff and things. I'm Brandon, and with me today I have Josh.
Hello.
And Nick.
Hello.
What up, guys?
It's always wild when Brandon decides to see. We don't plan the intro, so it's always it's always interesting when Brandon decides to pull a fast one. But yeah. How have you been, Brandon? You have been doing things, so I hear, so I see.
Tired.
God,
I don't know, how long has
aren't
it
we
been
all?
since I've even been on an episode?
Oh, I want to say only 2 weeks. Hang on, we can check.
Well, if it's only been 2 weeks, then I've only been out drinking twice since. So, tame, I guess.
Yeah,
I feel it's 2.
I feel like it is 2 weeks.
Because last week was you and I.
Mhm. No,
And
3
then 3? Okay.
because Bin was on 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's been 3 weeks, Brandon.
Well, I mean, still goes, haven't done anything.
What do you mean you haven't done anything?
What do you mean? I'm on, like, uni break.
Uh-huh.
My uni break is mostly assignments and writing exam notes.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Yeah. I downloaded some, like, pretty fonts so that I can make my corporate notes, so that I'll be motivated to write them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This is very Brandon.
Well, because,
Finding-
like, I have a heading font, and then I have a different font for my keywords.
Oh,
It
God.
just looks nice. It makes more sense if it looks like this.
It's more stimulating.
It just is.
Okay, sure, fine. But from what I recall, you were also trying to find suggestions for how to kiss people that are shorter than you.
Yeah. Does anyone know? Can anyone? Josh, Nick?
Give them a step stool.
That seems demeaning.
How much shorter are they than you,
I don't
Brandon?
know, like a full head shorter than me.
Really?
Yes, Josh, really.
God. Huh.
See? It's a very real problem.
You didn't see. The problem is you didn't give me context the last time you asked this
See,
question.
now I'm trying to think. Now I'm trying to think the people I've dated in the past. I don't know if I've actually dated anyone that much shorter than I am.
See?
Also, I haven't dated anyone in 2 years, so I don't remember that great, to be honest.
Brandon, have you not watched enough media? I'm sure there's stuff out there to help.
What? No.
Pick them up.
Pick them up. If you have the,
I know
core
I
strength,
know that there are
do it.
memes about this. Find those memes.
I don't think any of the memes are right.
Well,
Yeah,
just
can't
say
you
that you
just-
saw it
can't
in
you
a
just
meme,
then
and then it'll make
Stand.
that's like the icebreaker.
if they're that much shorter than you, can't you just like stand with your legs apart, then try and match the height, or like get to as close?
You're all bad at giving suggestions. I'm never coming to you guys for advice ever again.
Okay, the internet says have them wear thick shoes and stand on their tippy toes.
I feel like that can really only work for het relationships.
I mean, yes, like, it is very het.
This is truly like a first world het problem. No, actually, no, first world game.
Now I'm on WikiHow, and you know how WikiHow has those terrible pictures?
Yes.
Yeah, this one is absolutely.
Can you put
the
it
worst.
put it in link dump? I want to see how horrible this is.
Yeah, for sure.
But yes. Brandon, did you get any luck from the internet? Because I doubt it.
No, I'm not Googling this. What strange people are you?
Google fixes everything.
God. Christ. I can't believe people used to ask us questions like we would give them proper answers.
Yeah, but then you had the person that asked questions a regular part of the podcast, and
yeah, that was a
That's
mistake,
just-
wasn't it?
yeah.
Nick, you're cut off the podcasting.
Well, I did say I'm surprised.
We need at least one dedicated audience member.
I think I should just send the link instead of like just screenshotting every single.
Yeah, no, just send us
picture.
the bloody thing.
Because, oh my god, each of the pictures is hilarious. I mean, for those at home, I literally just like Googled kissing someone shorter, and there's just like a WikiHow article.
Evening out your height difference. Yeah, this is classic. This is classic.
I love
romantic
this.
shit.
Method
My
1 of
God.
2. Evening out your height difference. Step 1. Bend down slightly to meet your partner's lips if you're taller than... Yes!
No shit,
The
Sherlock.
I mean, exactly. No shit.
If you do this and you're the taller partner, support the back of your partner's head to make sure the net doesn't sink. Looking up at someone for a long period of time can be uncomfortable. I mean,
Her head is at like a 90-degree angle. That is not healthy.
yeah, no, you're gonna
See,
like,
look at
pull
number
a muscle
5. Sit on a
somehow.
chair together so it's easier to kiss.
Yeah.
But that's like the first. That's the end of like the first.
We've already done
First,
this. We
like,
sat down
method.
so that we were in his car.
Tip,
That wasn't
laying
with
next to your
kiss.
partner will also even out the height difference.
Well,
But it's okay if you're not comfortable doing
Oh,
this
look at the
shit.
one right under it. Try creative kissing
I
positions.
know. I saw
Dip
this.
the person back
Yeah,
and hold
I
them
know.
while you kiss them if they're shorter.
For an ultra sexy kiss that is easy to achieve.
Be careful not to strain your back when you do this. Brace your core muscles and use your legs to support
But
your
like,
weight.
hell, I would try to do this and then we'd both fall over and then I'd have to be like, oh, well, fuck.
Yeah,
Hey.
then don't try number 2. Jump into their arms if you're shorter and they can
my God.
support
No,
you.
because
Brandon
I'm
has no-
usually the shorter
Brandon has
one,
no core
so I
strength.
jump into their arms. I'm not made to do the other way around. I'm just not.
Brandon has no core
I'm
strength.
just not made to do it that way.
Did you see the one below it? Kiss them somewhere else when you want to show affection.
Yeah, and then the tip. Try creating your own special way of showing affection that you and your partner can share when you can't kiss, such as squeezing your partner's hands in a special way.
No.
Yes, this is my regular hand squeeze and this is my special hand squeeze.
Is there a safe word for that special hand squeeze?
What if you're a boy and you're 5 inches shorter? Is it sexy for her to pick you up? Is it sexy for me to sit in their lap?
Oh my god. This is like truly a head thing.
Yeah.
All these questions. I'm a guy that is 5'4" and I'm very curvy. My
Yeah,
girlfriend
I was
is
about to read that
6'1"
one.
and is not as curvy as I am. How do we kiss passionately? What is the answer? Try standing on your tiptoes while she bends down to meet your lips, sitting on her lap or lying next to her on a sofa or bed. What is the question?
Tip, if your partner
God.
if your partner is taller than you and wearing a jacket with strings, tug on them playfully to pull them down to you.
I'm hell worried about people who are looking this up for proper advice.
See, okay, WikiHow has become the 2010s version of what Yahoo Answers was.
Can I just say, look at all of these related WikiHows. How to kiss, how to
Yeah, I
French
know.
kiss, how to make out, how to give someone a hickey, how to kiss a girl, how to kiss a boy.
Kiss a boy? Oh my god. How to kiss and cuddle with your boyfriend. How to make out with your boyfriend and have him love it. Oh,
Look at the picture, it's just a woman saying, that was fun.
that was fun.
That's how you know that I enjoyed
How
making
to
out with
hint
you.
for-
I say,
How to...
that was fun.
How to use your hands during a kiss.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna click through. Let's see.
What is that picture? It's just like
This-
It's arrows, is it
A
not?
set-
They're,
They're
they're
recycling.
reversing.
They played the reverse
They're,
card.
they're
in a
take
game
back
of Uno.
seeing their kiss.
I clicked through. We're going. Okay, so apparently today's episode is we're going down the rabbit hole of WikiHow.
there's worse things.
This
we
is the
could do.
content you're waiting for. I can see it. So let's see what this is. How to use your hands during a kiss. Touching your partner. Touch the other person's waist. Hold hands. Hang on. Touch their face. Run your hands through their hair. Wrap your arms around them.
Oh, but hello.
Use-
Number 2 is gay.
Take what the what the whole
Yeah. The picture.
the only gay one.
Oh, good.
Only gays hold hands.
Yeah. They're not even kissing.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yeah, but they're like an old gay couple.
They're
Old
not
gay couples
old.
don't kiss. They just bicker.
This entire article is called How to Use Your Hands During a Kiss.
I love the tip on number 4. If you're feeling adventurous, some people even might like getting their hair to be gently pulled.
Safe
We're
word.
going somewhere else here, WikiHow.
Well, have you seen the next step?
It may not go well with someone. It may not go well over. It may not go over well with someone you've never kissed before.
my
You
God.
probably don't go like randomly pulling people's hair.
Have you seen the next part though? Taking it to the next.
Yes?
My God. Pull the person closer to you. Control their hands with your own. Put your hand in their back pockets because obviously.
Explore their body, probably like you're a 14-year-old boy. Unbutton their shirt, unzip their pants, or take off an item of their clothing.
Sweet,
Don't do that in public.
Sweet.
Do not do that in public.
Guys.
sweet mercy.
Community Q&A. How
I know.
old do you have to be to kiss?
These are wow.
This girl
is
wants to
very
make out with me and said she's going to put her hands on my bum. Where should I put mine?
This is very heteronormative.
I just like the
What?
idea that I'm gonna make out with you and I'm gonna put my hands on your bum. And then you have enough time between that to go to WikiHow and ask about it. like,
Maybe this. Maybe
yeah, I'm gonna make
the-
out with you tomorrow and I'm gonna touch your bum. Pencil it in. Add it to your calendar. Don't
It's an
forget.
activity. Yeah. Put a reminder like 10 minutes before.
Oh no.
Can we?
This one.
Which one?
This is one I feel like we can't. Like, how to practice kissing.
Oh God.
I feel like we need Bin around for this one.
Oh God.
Just because of how... And, like, this is coming from a sad loner.
Oh.
Like, just how sad loner it is.
Uh-huh.
How to respond after a kiss.
Yeah, you know, it's like the... Well, I mean, depending on the person. It's, like, awkward. And, like, how do you do... Oh, my God, there's a mango thing.
Where? In the house.
How to practice kissing. Practice with fruit. Find a ripe piece of soft fruit, such as a plum, apricot, or mango.
Oh God. These fruits are soft
no.
and taste good. Hey. Did you see the step? The step 2. Bite a small mouth-sized hole in the fruit. Oh, where are we going with this?
Isn't that just called a bite?
I don't
Isn't a
know.
mouth-sized hole a bite?
You tell me.
Oh, she's really going hell for leather on that mango.
Oh God. Method 3. Practice with another person.
It's
Isn't that
another
just
person?
kissing?
Yeah, exactly. Is that not just kissing? Ask someone casually or just go for it.
Wow. The step 5 in that practicing with another person is move closer to your partner, but the image just looks like the guy has a ghost, or his spirit has left his body. Okay, I'm going to see what the difference is between the how to kiss a girl and how to kiss a boy. Okay.
Actually, this is not a bad tip. If practicing on your hand, smell it when you're finished. If it smells unpleasant, you will want to you will want to be conscious of your breath. Try brushing more frequently, using breath mints, flossing, and drinking more water.
No.
That's not a terrible tip, to be honest.
That's true. Oral hygiene is a big thing.
It's a bad tip, but like the fact that it has to be a tip
Yeah.
at the same time.
You know.
Make sure you have a private place to practice. Don't be sitting in the middle of Rundle Mall practicing kissing with a mango.
Oh, I thought that was actually in the WikiHow.
No. No.
If someone referenced
It just gets
Rundle Mall.
really specific.
Yeah, don't practice on the giant metal balls.
However, the bean is fine.
God.
What? I just... What?
What?
This how to kiss a girl...
Yeah, the how to kiss a girl and how to kiss a boy are interesting.
I'm on how to kiss a boy and have him like it.
Oh boy.
That's just like dry hump him and he'll probably be into it.
Yeah.
Like, tease him, explore his body, gently bite or suck on his lip, whisper in his ear, kiss his neck and earlobe, play with his hair,
Is this-
straddle him,
Is this just not foreplay?
suck on his finger.
Is this literally just...
Yeah, exactly.
This is literally just
This is
foreplay.
literally just
Have
foreplay.
sex with him.
And again, don't do this in public.
Ask him where the condom is.
Completely and utterly give yourself up to him.
Good lord. The how to kiss a boy with pictures. There's a step here that says use your tongue sparingly. What the hell?
Only make out for as long as it's enjoyable for both of you.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's
That's
generally how it works. that has 67 up votes, 7 down votes.
Who are these 7 people?
Yeah, who are these 7 people that are like, no, I make out until I've had enough? Don't tell him you're going to take the lead, as it defeats the entire purpose.
Oh, God.
How to be kissable.
Oh, no. WikiHow just has some real problematic things sometimes.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of joke WikiHow articles.
Mm-hmm. There's one I've descended far into the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
How to kiss and cuddle with your boyfriend. I cannot believe the first part of this is cuddling with your boyfriend. What? Do the reclining cuddle. Sitting. These are just now they're just describing sexual positions.
If you want to go the opposite side, I found how to snuggle. And the picture of it is, I'm pretty sure, is just a woman with a blanket and a cat. And that's just sad. Let's see where it is in the article. Oh yes, how to snuggle solo. Invite a pet to come and join you.
Then you're not solo.
I mean...
Are we talking...
Yeah, you still...
The pedantic
It depends
in me.
on how much humanity you give to your pets.
Yes. Do you treat your pet like a child or a lover, as it were?
Do not treat your pet as a lover. I'm pretty sure that's something that most animal rights organizations can agree with. Step 1 for preparing to snuggle is make sure you smell good, which again, probably a good tip.
What the
So, I wanted to see if I could find an interesting joke article, so I typed, how to murder.
No, don't tell me there's...
No, unfortunately there's not, but there is how to get off a criminal charge.
Oh, God.
How to hide from a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only 2 interesting ones that come out in the list, but yeah, how to get off a criminal charge. I mean... Again, it's all like usual things, like get a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
But
No shit.
at least they're not telling you how to kill someone. Also, this is just like really fucking up my search history.
I feel like I should have read this particular WikiHow article before we started, because it's like how to start your own podcast.
Step 1, don't. It's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, that really should be step 1.
Reevaluate your life decisions.
Prepare your content, but what if you have no content?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, as I have slightly raved about in the group chat since, on Friday I went to a wedding.
Yes.
And I was like chit-chatting with friends and partners of friends, and for some reason I said I had a podcast.
Oh my God.
And a friend's wife was like, oh cool, what's it about? And I was like, nothing? And she was like, okay, that sounds cool. I was like, I mean, we talk about shit, like sometimes there's like comics and stuff, and she was like, oh, okay, so it's just like changes every week. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good way of describing it.
Yeah.
We're a variety podcast.
I mean, what have we tried to brand ourselves? We've tried to brand ourselves as the podcast that talks about everything and nothing at the same time. Like a true Schrodinger's podcast.
I just say that we talk shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not...
I mean, I've also described it as it's an easy way to talk to my friends.
that just happens to be recorded and uploaded somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
God. But yes, how was the wedding?
The wedding was actually really freaking good.
Oh, bless.
Like, not only were they absolutely adorable, but it was just good to, like, see people I hadn't seen since, like, December, January, and meet people's partners and maybe like, oh no, they've done really good for themselves. And yeah, it was just good, and there was like a baby, and the baby was like being cute and behaved.
Oh.
And then it was weird because the baby was the only person younger than I am.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just like
There's a significant
1-year-old
age gap.
baby. Yeah. But that's also because until recently, like, my friend whose wedding it was, she, until recently, did not like kids. She just, so, presumably when she sent the invites out. Plus she also doesn't like know of people with a lot of kids.
Okay.
So.
Was this wedding het wedding or a same-sex wedding?
No, it was, yeah, same-sex wedding.
Ah.
Two beautiful brides.
Bless. God bless.
Yeah, it was good. And the celebrant was Irish.
Ah.
And like really fucking funny. And my friend is Brazilian.
Okay.
So and she had a lot of family through, so there was some Portuguese, and the Irish celebrant tried to speak Portuguese.
Oh boy.
And
I can already imagine that being funny, but also incredibly cringeworthy.
no, she was actually pretty good with
Okay.
it. I'm going to presume that my friend like kind of helped her through it,
Okay.
and
That
maybe
would be
bring
good
stuff
then.
down phonetically and stuff.
Yeah.
So
But yeah. Is this your...
but even because the only speeches were like Mother's the Bride, each of their mums did a speech.
Mm-hmm.
But because my friend's family, their English ain't that great, she translated the English speech into Portuguese, and her Portuguese isn't that great either because she's just not used to she's conversational.
Okay.
But because I suppose she's not talking it 24/7.
Yeah. It doesn't
You can
flow
see,
well.
yeah, stuff doesn't click.
Yeah.
And I've seen this as well, where like you know the word, but you can't translate the word.
Yes.
So
As someone that can only
Yeah.
speak my family's native language and can't write or read it as well, I fully understand that. I have trouble translating in real time. So yes, I totally feel that. But yeah, this is your first same-sex wedding? Like attending a first same-sex wedding?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, they've only been here for 2 years, so it's not like they've been a lot.
That's true. Speaking
I mean-
of though,
Mum's wedding was the first wedding where we didn't have to go through a marriage is a secret blah blah
Oh.
between a man and a woman. And it's just that Angus at my uncle's wedding, like he didn't even want that, but you had to have it, and it just pissed him off. Because even though like my uncle is a very blokey guy, he was still like, well, I mean, if I can get married, the gays should be able to get married too. Like fair's fair. So, but yeah, it's good now and stuff.
yeah. Well, I mean, like speaking of, it's like apparently Ozpost released like a special commemorative stamp.
Which is kind of weird to be like, commemorate the survey that was not needed.
God. Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Like, also, celebrate the Prime Minister that abstained from that vote.
Oh God. And look where we are right now.
Yeah, we've got pulled into this fucking
Oh.
impeachment bullshit.
Lordy. Anyway, I guess over the weekend, apart from this past week, I guess when this episode's gonna drop, will have probably been the busiest week I've had so far this year. So the previous
Yeah, you've sounded hella busy.
yeah, previous weekend was all conference stuff, so it's really interesting, I guess, just to sit in and see what sort of stuff comes up for counselors, not just here in Australia, but also around the world. Like we got to, there were seminars from people from the States, from Hong Kong, from Taiwan, South America. I think there was a few around. So yeah, that was most of it was really good. Some of it was like, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about a certain topic being delivered by a certain kind of presenter.
Yeah.
So and I put this up for you guys as sort of like a question that I wanted to hear perspectives on in group chat. Was we had a seminar about how it was advertised as how counseling as a profession has been historically complicit in oppressing the Indigenous story, and how we can decolonize our profession as a whole to help support Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here in Australia. That was what it was sold as. I did a little bit of research into the presenter, who has studied, and I'm not entirely comfortable with this phrasing, but the presenter studied Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities in Western Australia and the Northern Territory. But the presenter herself is Irish Australian, which, for people that know how I feel about some things about and privilege and power and all those sorts of things, it's a little bit uncomfortable. And we did sort of talk about this in group chat. Went to that seminar. Was we got like history of a very interesting like colonizing narrative. We were talking about things like Mabo, the 67 referendum, and brief mentions about what's happened recently. But it was disappointing not to hear the link that could have been made, or the link that was really suggested in the title about how our profession has sort of enabled this colonizing narrative to just continue and suppress Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander stories. So yeah, I left that feeling just a little bit like, yeah, no, you could have done so much more, and it would have been so much more impactful. And it's disappointing, I guess, in a way, that it was written up to kind of present this particular thing. But, also I guess some other just general observations about that particular conference is that, it's mostly most of the people that attended were middle-aged or a lot older, but also the attendee sort of split for gender was mostly female. And then if you look at the presenters, it's skewed mostly male to me, which is interesting but not surprising in the profession. And also accessibility in terms like for students. Did I think I told you guys, right, how much it costs for the whole 3 days?
Yeah, I recall a number being thrown out. I don't remember what it is.
And it being way too fucking big.
Yeah. So for the 3 days, the conference itself was the Saturday and the Sunday, but then there was an optional masterclass day. I was very lucky that I got to go thanks to my university. So they took care of like all the registration costs for me. But the cost itself to attend the masterclass day on Friday and the 2 conference days was $750. And that's before like the gala dinner on Saturday night. So like $750 is a lot of money. And I understand that like, for practicing counselor, that's something that is very easy to sort of pay for, and you get a tax deduction for it. But for students who might be interested in coming to network and listen to these seminars and get knowledge, $750 is quite a lot of money. And it's an accessibility issue. It's like, if the ultimate goal for a conference is to not only get counselors from a certain part of the world together, but if you also want to encourage students to come and network, or see what kind of stuff goes on in different countries, that cost is a huge barrier for us as students, which is disappointing, because that it would have been. And for me, like, overall, this conference was actually really good, to interact with people from the States, or from Canada, or from Singapore. It's like, you get to meet with people, and you get to listen and experience it as well. So yeah, I understand, like, how privileged I was to get access to this. So just reflecting on it has just been like, $750. Had I not gotten this pass, I would not have attended the full 3 days. I would have attended, there were only 2 sessions that really were promoted for students from Brisbane. So still would have been great for all of my friends that are studying, and for a lot of the students probably across Brisbane that would have wanted to attend. Would have been great if we, only had to fork out $200. But I guess the other side of the coin is that conferences, particularly for psychology and counseling, don't get funded as much as science conferences, or other law conferences, or GPs conferences. Just because, big money lies elsewhere, but it could have been done so much better. But yeah, after that, Sunday, went to go see the final ever show of the Australian version of Puffs. So that was fun. Got to meet a few of the cast members as well. Sunday was a really, really good day, because it had all the good sessions in the morning and in the afternoon, and then went and watched Puffs in the evening, which was, I'm pretty sure, was sold out for their final show, which was awesome. And then this past week is super, super busy as well, because I'm in a hackathon, and that's interesting. We'll find out what happens, though. I'm not sure if we'll see. I'm hopeful that we get to the grand pitch sort of round. So, So yeah, Brandon, what did you do in this past?
Nothing.
I can't believe that you didn't do nothing.
Nothing.
God. Oh. I still have the WikiHow page up for the how to start my own podcast thing. There's a community question here. Where is it? How can I start a podcast with a person who lives far away? Well, you know what the answer is? The community answer is, you can really record a podcast using a video messaging program such as Skype. We tried that before. It didn't work. Yeah, we really did try that, but anyway, I sent an article on a group chat about Balenciaga doing a collaboration with Sanrio, and they're making Hello Kitty bags. Unfortunately, I can't find the cost for them. I really can't find the cost for them, because they haven't released it yet. God damn it. But I can really only imagine it costs somewhere in the region of, $2,000. Okay, boys, we're gonna play the game of how much does a Balenciaga item actually cost. So
my guess is $7,000.
I haven't even told you what the item is yet. It's a tote bag with a green logo on it and branded Balenciaga. But this tote bag is made from black printed calfskin leather. It's 100% calfskin. It says here north-south format. 2 handles, no closure, inner removable zipped pouch, inner removable leather bottom base, no lining. Item comes with a Balenciaga dust bag. Oh my god. Take a guess.
Well, my presumption is that calfskin is expensive.
Mm-hmm. And you would...
But should it not be cheaper than leather, seeing you don't have to raise the calf for as long? But then I suppose the same way you don't get as much.
Yes, there's less surface area in a calf.
My guess is that calfskin is more expensive than most leathers.
Yeah. It's also going to have
Balenciaga
more...
branded.
It's going to be a lot softer than
My guess.
regular.
Oh, it's somewhere around the $2,000 range.
Mm-hmm.
But like low $2,000?
Okay.
Like 2250?
Ooh. What's your guess, Nick?
See, I was honestly going to say like 10 times smaller than that. So like, I'm not the best person to be playing this game.
Well, we've covered ridiculous prices for Balenciaga items before, and they're usually like
Yes,
3, if not 4 digits.
But like,
What were you
one,
gonna say?
I'm cheap. And 2, that shit's still too expensive, and I just cannot imagine that level of
Absurdity.
BS pricing.
Yes, it is absurd.
I mean, this is a small sidetrack story,
Mm-hmm.
but like a couple months ago, Mum went to an op shop and found a Coach bag for like $5 or whatever. She thought it was a rip-off. Nah, turns out to be a bag. She sold it for $300.
Oops.
She was like, "Yeah, this is like a legit bag, and it's looking pretty fucking good." And yeah, she just flogged it because she was like, "It'd be nice to keep, but at the same time, money's good as well."
Yes, that's true. So yeah, you want to put a guess on how much this tote bag is?
Yeah, let's say a fat 3.
Fat 3.
Yeah,
So like 3K. Hmm.
yeah.
Expensive tote bag, Nick.
I mean,
if-
you
if
know.
Put it out there. That's like
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I was gonna say like $250.
it's a pretty cheap tote bag.
Yeah, I was gonna
Nick.
say like 250. And even that sounded a bit
cheap.
pricey to me.
So what if I told you this tote bag was $2,175?
Yeah.
And-
Like I said, that's still too much money.
Do you know what's even funnier? It's classified under men.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh,
I mean, the whole thing that clued us off was that there was a Hello Kitty bag for men.
yes. Because
That's what started this whole
'Cause
Google thing.
Hello Kitty doesn't discriminate.
But it's also like Hello Kitty with the bow, and I'm all for like the lack of gender
Androgyny. Yeah.
specific stuff, but I'm also like, I just don't see, like, even I don't want, like, it's a very specific type of person that wants a Hello Kitty bag, and I don't think many of them identify as male.
Fair.
I mean, at the same time, just because it says it's male doesn't mean it has to be male.
Yes, that's true.
And if this follows the idea, that could be a pretty big bag that some women and girls might really like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be like 50%, 2 times the size of the quote unquote woman's bag.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a nice little buy there.
Oh yeah, true. In line with the other ridiculous things they've made, I put this item in link dump. So it's a double sleeve shirt. God, I don't.
Is that not technically what we all wore in the 2000s?
What? You mean a short sleeve shirt over a long sleeve?
Yeah, exactly. That's double sleeve.
No, but this is a literal double sleeve. So what they've done is, wait, hang on, what? My question is, can you actually put your arms through the long sleeve?
Surely.
Or if it's been sealed, like, because you can't tell. I can't tell depth even if the model is wearing the shirt. If the long sleeve has been sewed internally.
Surely.
This is Balenciaga. We have no idea what the logic is.
Do you not just... For one, this is $1,800.
Yes.
Like, go to Kmart. And do you not just, like, roll the sleeves up? Like, I could buy one shirt for, like... I mean, if I wanted to be cheap, like, 1/100th of the price of this shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and it probably be maybe not more comfortable, but
It
like
probably
less
is.
awkward to wear.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks awkward to wear. It looks like you got like wings or some shit.
No, it's like a cape.
Okay.
Fashion-
No,
It's
it's
like
not.
a really
fashion
small
cape.
cape.
No, it's not even a cape.
The small
Arm
capes for
capes.
your arms.
It's like a arm capes. I was gonna say it's like your shirt had pigtails.
Arm capes.
Arm capes. Do you know what?
It's like if instead of a hole in the knee of your jeans, you had a hole in the elbow of your shirt, and you put your arm through that hole.
Yeah. I also love the note here about the model wearing a size 46 when the largest size available is a 42.
Yeah, see, I don't know how this store works, and it says reserve item. Now,
Yeah,
does that
pre-order.
mean like buy item, or is that pre-order?
No, I think it's put into your cart
Pre-order.
and then
This
Well,
is
it
a
says
pre-order.
estimated. Yeah, it says pre-order. Yeah, pre-order. So yeah, they're not even making it in the 46.
no. Good lord.
Wow, that's just lazy on their part.
But this is their market and they know their market well.
Yeah, but then if you know your market, would you not have a smaller? Now, I mean, the male model looks fine, but would you not have like a fitter model to maybe
What does
like
that mean?
accentuate that shirt?
No. The whole idea is that these are like Twinkie-esque men that wear these
Okay.
shirts that have such weird fittings. If you go and look
Yeah.
at their spring summer 2020 collection and look at the shirts that they're modeling, yeah.
Yeah, even like
There's such a
looking at
weird
it, yeah,
cut.
it's like the cut of the shirt, like the side split is at like the waist, but the bottom of the, if you call tail, is like the bottom of his butt. So it's also like a really long shirt.
Yes.
Like, see, I do not understand fashion to begin with, let alone this level of bullshittery.
This is the bell curve of fashion. We're at the extreme end.
Well, yeah. If you like cut off the bottom of it a little bit and cut off the sleeves, yeah, it's a $5 Kmart shirt.
Yes. But
that you find in like your housing commission
oh
areas.
my god.
So yeah, it's the true bell curve of fashion. It's the rich trying to look poor,
Yes.
but in the richest way possible.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I want these boots.
Hmm?
Does anyone feel like buying me a pair of boots? Like, not super expensive or anything.
What the fuck does dropped shoulders mean?
Dropped shoulder.
Dropped shoulders.
It means that it's you know those shoulders where the shoulder seam comes down like halfway down your bite. Is that?
Oh yeah. I kind of see it.
What'd you say, Brandon?
Does anyone want to buy me boots? They're not that expensive. It's
Do you know what I was? Do you know
it's
what?
like $2,000.
Jesus. Do you know what I was looking at before recording? I was looking
Boots?
at boots.
Birds.
Bloody hell! I was on freaking Iconic, and I was like, I should probably get like
I have-
sale.
I have a
Do you have a massive list?
no. I have vouchers from McDonald's for the Iconic. Spend and save.
Oh, I should actually check.
I think I've got to spend
actually-
200, save 50, and a
For fuck's sake.
spend 150, save 30.
25? Oh, okay.
If you're gonna buy expensive boots, you might as well.
Yeah, that's
Shut
true.
up.
I mean, I do have. I'm also playing the Macca's Monopoly thing, so I'm like, I've got a few vouchers there too. So maybe we'll see. But still, there's like so much money.
Still waiting for an ASOS package to arrive. It's been in Melbourne for like 5 days.
What is it doing there?
On customs
Anyway.
and
Having a holiday.
Oh
probably
yeah,
just chilling as far as I'm aware.
it's gone to visit.
Been there since Thursday.
Oh no, you know what's happened?
It
It's
hates me.
the super long weekend.
That's not this week. That wasn't.
No, that was last week.
Grand final weekend.
Grand final weekend was-
That's what they do in Melbourne.
They have
isn't
the
it?
Friday
Oh,
off.
God.
And they have the Monday off.
And if it's anything like some of the stuff I've been buying from overseas, they ship to a distribution center. Then from the distribution center,
Yeah.
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 Damn it! I forgot
So-
that was fuck Melbourne. Fuck Victoria.
I mean that should mean that technically you get it like
Tomorrow.
tomorrow
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
Thursday.
you should get it like tomorrow, hopefully.
It's too long.
Well, I mean, I've just bought stuff. I've just bought books from England, and they fucking take forever to
Too
get
long of a
here.
wait.
Exactly.
I want my stuff now.
Dear me. Maybe it's a good time to do some recommendations. So, while Brandon goes and looks for his recommendation, I'll explain what this whole thing is. We basically recommend anything and everything. So, if we have watched a TV show, or a film, or played a video game, read a book, that we find interesting, we'll recommend it to you guys. Sometimes, we also recommend people that we find interesting and you guys might find interesting, so we might plug them too. And yeah, Nick.
Okay, so this is someone I knew existed for a long time. They have been on Smosh and the Valley Folk, and that is one Gus Johnson.
Oh my god.
Now, see, that's what I say. I knew he existed, and from what I saw, he was funny, but I wasn't like
Your interest
2
wasn't
minute
piqued?
2-minute comedy videos just kind of aren't for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I found his commentary videos, which are like 10 to 20-minute videos, where he just sits at a desk and just does bits, but also like tells a narrative story, kind of.
Okay.
So I've watched that entire playlist, and my highlights of that would be the Dr. Phil one and the Chris Hansen one.
Oh,
And they're just, yeah, definitely like my style of comedy. And like I always knew he was funny, like I said, but he's like, yeah, definitely funny and deserving of all the fame and exposure that he has. So go check out Gus Johnson on YouTube, and I mean, there's something there for everyone.
that's true. Didn't he also like appear on some SB7 content? Rest in peace, SB7. I feel like he did.
Yeah, I think he did.
But yeah, I only really saw like Gus Johnson on Smosh's what's it called? Whatever it is, the one with the water in their mouths. That
Try not to laugh.
try not
challenges,
to laugh challenges. Yes.
where he's undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
He has made everyone laugh and has not laughed himself.
Yes, that's because he's dead inside.
And he's known on the Valley Folk for getting his first trivia bidet 100% correct.
Oh yes.
Including naming the colour of the
Oh
crayon,
my god.
I do remember that.
but then getting it wrong the second time.
Yes. He got lucky, I think, the first time.
He got very lucky.
He got very
the first
lucky.
time. Same as Red and Link in their trivia bidet.
Yes.
And everyone else that's ever got that crayon question right.
Oh dear. Socials.
My socials are at Nick Lancroon on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. So definitely go check Nick out on Instagram for pictures of his cat. And on Twitter for him thirsting over people from Are You the One?
And wrestling and comics.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Although the former is real apparent right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I try not to,
Well,
but like, they're fun people and they're just being their best self.
fair enough.
And they're the less toxic of the... See, now that I've like got their attention that this exists, I'm kind of like, don't badmouth the show, and even like don't badmouth the other cast members, because they're still like at least friendly with each other
Yeah, it's fair.
without the toxicness. And I'm like, in the small off chance that like a friendship develops here,
Yes.
I don't want to fuck that up.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
Even though that's like a slim to none chance.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's good that you're starting off this way, unlike me, in terms of stuff like MasterChef, where I've ranted quite a lot at people. So it's sometimes quite funny to me. It's like, oh, contestants from MasterChef will still follow me and interact with me, even though like I have essentially ripped the program to shreds. So yeah, it's good that you're starting from there. Brandon.
Hi. Hi.
Yes, we are one and the same person. However, we do need a separate recommendation.
Okay. I would like to recommend Glee.
Oh my
And
fucking god!
I have a strange feeling that I did this recently when I first discovered that Glee was recently on Netflix Australia. So
Yes.
I'm going to recommend that everyone go look at Marshall Williams' fine body.
Excuse me?
He plays Spencer in season 6 of Glee, which is like sort of depressing because that was a really short season in the last season, and they like
Was that
did not.
was that the New York season?
No. This is like post New York. Rachel fucked everything up.
What the fuck they do after New York?
Well, Rachel fucked everything up, and so she came back to Lima, and then, because the year before that they didn't win at Nationals, Glee Club was disbanded. So then Rachel and Kurt start up the Glee Club at McKinley again.
Yeah, I've seen some bullshit about that. Now, also at the wedding, talking to my friend's wife, he was like, you know what doesn't hold up? Fucking Glee.
It's very strange to rewatch
Who
it
the
now.
fuck?
But anyway,
Yeah, there's
Spencer is fucking adorable, and Marshall Williams, who plays him, is really cute.
so really
Yes.
you're just there for Marshall Williams.
Yeah, I genuinely think I sat through 6 seasons of Glee just to see him again.
I just me.
You know, you can just like jump to where he is.
Yeah, but I feel like
you probably
you
will
don't
remember
get-
the
No,
previous
because he
don't
he
get the
missed
build
the
up.
5 seasons of
You don't.
No,
yeah, you missed the
preamble
5
of-
seasons of does not hold up.
You definitely
Very
do, because
problematic.
how will you know what happened that led up to Rachel coming back to Lima to
But then
teach the
don't you
Glee
really
Club.
only need to
Wikipedia
watch the...
synopsises.
That's so
Yeah.
much. That's so much reading.
I do...
Watch recap videos on YouTube.
Oh my god.
No, because I feel like everyone who does recap videos on Glee
Are problematic
are
themselves.
really annoying. Have you ever tried to
No.
watch a Glee account?
Oh no,
Wouldn't
yeah,
recommend
for
it.
sure, for sure. I can only imagine.
Yeah. Anyways, Marshall Williams is adorable.
Why don't you just plug his Instagram?
It's at It's Marshall W. So ITSMARSHALLW. He's really cute.
My god.
Jesus.
Yeah, listeners to the podcast, I told you, usually if you're gonna recommend people, it's gonna be from a thirst perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, he
fair enough.
plays a gay in the Glee.
He plays a gay.
I mean,
I don't know if he's actually gay.
there's a lot of fucking gay characters in that show.
You've got fucking Blaine. Jesus Christ.
Throw
God
a
bless.
fucking dart and you'll probably hit a gay character.
God bless Blaine. God bless Darren Criss.
God bless Darren Criss.
God bless Darren Criss. I want to watch.
The Giovanni,
Yeah.
the Versace thing.
Yeah.
I need to watch that.
So do
think
I.
Not just for the fact that Darren
Well,
Criss
mostly
being,
that, but
not just because Darren Criss is Filipino, but because also Giovanni Versace is like Filipino as well. From a culture perspective,
Yeah.
that is something
But-
I should probably be aware of. But yes, Darren Criss, there's a lot of stuff I need to catch up on with.
did I say Ricky Martin?
No, you did not.
He's in the main cast.
For like a guest appearance, I think.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's the same thing with Idina Menzel.
not for Glee.
She-
Not Glee.
Oh, not for. Oh, you mean for the Versace
Yeah.
one?
I knew
was like, where the
Ricky Martin was. I just watched 6 seasons of the show, Josh.
We're the same person. I don't need to have watched 6 seasons of Glee. Oh god. Anyway, where can people find you?
Find me on Instagram at brndn.le or Twitter. Just remove the dot.
Go find Brandon, who quite literally I don't think has posted a photo in a while, or on Twitter where he tries to reason with angry straight people.
His Insta's had like some stories.
Stories, but not like posts.
Yeah, I know. I know stories
Like,
don't stay.
More permanent.
But like
content.
you might find the occasional. Yeah, you might find the occasional story, like a little surprise.
Been doing like more
Like a
guitar
serenade.
stuff.
Yeah, he's practicing his serenading
Yeah.
skills. Interesting. Okay. My recommend this week is going to be a narrative podcast called Passenger List. So it's a... How do I brand this? So it's I think it's a weekly, currently releasing weekly. And it explores what happens when a plane basically disappears, in the similar vein of other like plane investigation sort of stuff. And this podcast has got Kelly Marie Tran or Lon Tran as the main sort of protagonist. So that's interesting. We get to explore like how an incident like a plane disappearing gets to affect not only her mental health and her outlook on what should be happening to this investigation, but also her relationship with the family and the other people that surround this. So I can't remember how many episodes it's scheduled to have, but it's currently still dropping every week, so definitely go check that out. If you want to come find me, I'm on Twitter and Instagram as Abang Pinoy, ABANGPINOY. And if you want to come follow the podcast, we're also found on Twitter and Instagram, Great Mates Podcast. If you want to send us stuff, particularly for the Halloween special that's going to be coming in a few weeks, send them to us. Use the hashtag Great Mates Podcast or slide into our DMs. We also have 2 additional podcast shows you might be interested in. We have a spoiler cast called Spoilers for Days, and a one-on-one sort of interview podcast called Let's Get Deeper. You can go find those wherever you listen to us. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to share it to your friends, leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, and that is going to be it for us this week. And yeah, we might see Brandon next episode. Who knows? Honestly. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.